combo though too, because obviously that's just
He's
him
got
being
to
a podcaster.
stop. He's got to stop. He's got to stop that. If you're gonna, first off, why do you have a podcast anyway? I don't understand it. I don't get it. I got nothing against Rich. I don't understand why you have a podcast, bro.
Well, his argument would be that players have podcasts.
You're
while
not
they're
a
playing in there.
player.
Yeah.
I don't know any other agents who are sitting there on the mic talking. Plus, everything you say is going to be a representation of LeBron, even if you don't feel the way. Now you got LeBron having to come out and be like, hey, Rich Paul has his own opinion. I don't know. I don't affiliate with that. Just because he's saying they want to get off Reaves, that doesn't mean I want to get off Reaves. That shouldn't even have to be a conversation. It's weird. Bro, why do you have a podcast, Rich? You are an agent, meaning you're supposed to be in the background running all the other stuff. You coming out at the forefront and giving your opinions on the game and like saying this stuff, it doesn't work. Are there any other sports agents that have big podcasts right now?
No.
In the NBA? Zero.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And you know why people know you, Rich. Listen, I got nothing but respect for Rich. You've worked your ass off and done a good job building your own network, your own business. You've done great. You and Maverick have done a fantastic job. It's one of the stories of all time when we talk about an athlete putting on his friends and his friend doing a great job to give it back to the guy that helped them, build a brand around them. They've done a great job. Rich Paul's a legend for that. That's your lane. And you've done that and you've earned that. He's obviously, I think he's engaged or dating Adele, one of the two. Everything's flowing for you, bro. You got everything. You're cool. You shouldn't have a podcast about basketball. Shouldn't happen. It's a conflict of interest for one. Just because your main client, the client that built this with you, plays for the Lakers. So you talking about Lakers roster and who they need to trade as an agent is wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
For years, LeBron James has been hailed as the ultimate teammate, the leader, the floor general, the guy who lifts everyone around him. But now and then, usually during times of change, the cracks start to show. And right now, with Austin Reaves suddenly thrown into public trade chatter by LeBron's closest confidant, this feels like one of those cracks widening fast. Because no matter how quick LeBron was to distance himself from Rich Paul's remarks, no matter how measured his post-game explanation sounded, the optics tell a whole different story. And let me tell you, the optics, they're brutal.
I was just lifting weights and I finally said, you know what? I just can't let this slide. I gotta say this. Don't let LeBron James get away with this one. Not this one. This was classic, snaky, fakey LeBron James. And this all started when his longtime agent and business partner, Rich Paul, on his new podcast, suddenly said the Lakers should trade Austin Reaves for Jaren Jackson Jr. What? Obviously, LeBron knew he was going to get asked about it. And when he was asked about it, he said, don't look at me. Rich is his own man. He speaks only for himself. His opinions are his, mine are mine. That is yet another passive-aggressive lie from LeBron James.
Let's hit the uncomfortable truth. Austin Reaves is in LeBron James' way. Not because he can't contribute on the court, but because he's a constant reminder of where the power is shifting and where LeBron doesn't want it to go. Reaves has grown too important, too costly, and too closely tied to what the Lakers look like after LeBron. And history shows us this. When LeBron feels his control slipping, whether it's real or just in his head, he doesn't sit back and wait. He moves.
You're fucking up the business. Now you got Austin Reaves looking over there like, hey, man, what we doing? Jaren Jackson Jr.? What we doing? Jaren Jackson Jr. for real? You sat up there with Max Kellerman and he said, yeah, I would do that too. Jaren Jackson Jr., yeah. What? Cocaine is a hell of a drug, man. It's a hell of a drug. Different out here. This is what happens when you give a motherfucker power, he don't know what to do with it. Saying random shit. Everybody got a podcast now.
Rich Paul didn't just randomly drop Austin Reaves' name. This wasn't a slip-up, a casual comment, or harmless podcast speculation. This was deliberate, calculated. The man who's been LeBron James's agent for 2 decades, the architect behind every major career move LeBron has made, went on record suggesting the Lakers trade their most beloved role player. The message? Not subtle, strategic. And the idea that LeBron was blindsided by this? Stretching credibility to the breaking point. This is exactly how LeBron operates, quietly, indirectly, through influence, proximity, trusted voices saying what he can't say himself. Austin Reaves hasn't done anything wrong on the court. His crime is being too good at the wrong time. Reaves is headed for a huge payday. He's adored by fans, has chemistry with Luka Doncic, and most importantly, represents continuity after LeBron, a future the Lakers rarely had during his tenure. That's the tension point. LeBron thrives when the future revolves around him. Even at 41, even with Luka clearly positioned as the next face of the franchise, LeBron still wants leverage, still wants control. He wants a roster built to maximize his relevance now, not the team's comfort later. Trading Austin Reaves achieves exactly that. If Reaves stays, the Lakers must pay him, build around Luka, and accept that LeBron isn't the gravitational center anymore. If Reaves goes, cap space frees up, flexibility returns, and the roster can be reshaped to serve LeBron's immediate needs: defense, rim protection, and star talent that doesn't overlap with him. Notice the suggested return: Jaren Jackson Jr., a defensive anchor, a player who doesn't handle the ball, cleans up mistakes, and lets LeBron conserve energy. This isn't random roster theory, it's LeBron archetype. We've seen it before. Cleveland moved young talent for vets when timelines slipped. Miami sacrificed depth for stars, extending championship windows. Los Angeles flipped cores overnight when they no longer aligned with his priorities. The names change, the pattern doesn't. Legacy drives LeBron. Sentimentality disappears. Every season without a title chips away at the 20-year narrative he's built. Now, for the first time, the Lakers aren't desperate to please him. They have Luka, a future that exists independently. And that loss of centrality? Dangerous. That's why Rich Paul's comments landed like a grenade. LeBron publicly said Paul doesn't speak for him, but the damage wasn't about attribution, it was about alignment. Rich Paul doesn't freelance, he never has. He built Clutch by acting in LeBron's interest, so when he floated trading Austin Reaves, the subtext was clear. Reaves is expendable for LeBron's version of balance. That's the selfishness. Austin has done everything right, outperformed his contract, played his role, defended stars, hit clutch shots, and even taken less money. Now, just as he's about to be rewarded, the inner circle publicly discussing trading him. LeBron can say he talks to Reaves daily, that there's no fallout, but actions speak louder than words. If LeBron wanted Reaves to be untouchable, this conversation never would have gone public. Teams don't leak trade ideas about players they are committed to. They leak to test reactions, shift leverage, or soften the ground. And the reaction was immediate. Fans recoiled, media dissected. Reaves' agent confronted Rich Paul. Even Jaren Jackson Jr. thought it might be fake. This moment felt unnatural because agents don't do this without reason. So what's the reason? LeBron doesn't want to be second fiddle in his own career story. He doesn't want to mentor Luka into a future where he's ceremonial. He wants to compete now, on his terms, with a roster shaped around his remaining strengths. And if that means sacrificing a fan favorite who no longer fits the timeline, history says he will choose himself every time. This isn't villainy, it's survival. But let's stop pretending it's altruism. LeBron isn't pushing for moves that benefit Austin Reaves. He's pushing for moves that benefit LeBron James. Is Reaves getting paid elsewhere? Convenient byproduct, not the goal. The goal is to extend LeBron's championship window, even at the expense of the player who helped keep this era stable. That's the uncomfortable truth Lakers fans face. This isn't about a podcast or a hypothetical trade. This is about power, control, and fear of becoming obsolete. LeBron sees the writing on the wall. The Lakers are Luka's team now. And instead of embracing that transition quietly, the ground is shaking. Austin Reaves didn't create the tension, but he's standing right in its path. And if history is any guide, that usually means one thing: